let's get on to the next bit of content. What is this?
Osman, and I'm joined now by Jose Eduardo Martinez Alcantara, one half of the players involved in the Clash of Claims. Just arrived today in Madrid. Good to see you.
Don't cover Jose, why not?
And you brought the storm with you. It's like thunderstorming outside. Was this like part of the opening act, or it's just a coincidence?
Yeah, maybe a coincidence, I hope.
Well,
increase the video quality. Oh, is the quality not good? Ooh, it's 480. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, never mind.
What are the emotions like right now, the night before?
I'm really
I'll put some closed
excited.
captions on.
I'm not too anxious like a normal tournament, and I want to review all my prep. I want to be ready and in a good form for tomorrow, I hope.
What is it like to prepare for a world champion of chess? What do the files look like?
The thing it's I prepared for me. Like
okay, I mean, I don't want to be critical, but I'm going to be honest that like if Levy really wanted to frame this correctly, what he should have asked is he should have asked Jose, what would it be like to prepare against Magnus Carlsen versus just, you know, a former ex-world champion? I don't mean that to be like rude, but because there really is a huge difference when you look at an event like this also, because you're talking about blitz chess versus classical. So like I could tell you guys for myself, when I go and prepare for I put it in 1080 by the way, but when I go and prepare for like a rapid or blitz event, the quality of the preparation is a lot lower. Like you put nowhere near the same amount of time into it. Oh right, Magnus is also a former world champion, that's true, but the amount of time that you put is significantly different. It's like it's just not the same thing. That being said, of course, one of the big problems, and I'll probably reiterate this later on with this whole match thing, is that the conditions are simply wrong. So like if you think about Title Tuesday, let's just say I show up for Title Tuesday tomorrow, you are not doing any preparation before the event. You show up, you play, it's fun, you try to play well and do the best that you can, but you don't do any preparation. Whereas for this, there is preparation. So already a large part of what makes Title Tuesday so great is already out the window from the get-go, because it's not something where you're simply playing off of what you know. You are spending a bunch of time preparing. So even for Kramnik, the quality of his play should objectively be higher than it would be in a Title Tuesday to begin with. Let's keep going though.
For new things, I prepare my repertoire. I see, of course, his games, his latest games, how he's playing, which openings he's using. I think he will not repeat in the many games the same openings, but I prepare for me, and I hope that strategy will be enough to have a good match.
Is there anything you can share strategy-wise? Like, do you have something in your mind you want to accomplish with white or with black? Maybe even in the online versus the offline. Like maybe in the physical board you want to hold, and maybe in the online you want to push for something. I don't know. Anything you can share. And if not, that's also okay.
I'm worried for the Berlin because it will be really difficult to beat that kind of defense. I will not go for the Queen E44 line. I will try to do my best to win with white. And with black, I will see. I don't know what is his strategy with white for him. So I just want to don't lose any game. With black, don't play solid. Not drawish. With white, take my risk if I can make a progress.
Before all of this, was Kramnik a role model for you at all? Did you like his?
Here comes a tough question.
Like, was he one of your favorite players, just style-wise, or not really?
Yeah, I like his games. I actually have his book. Was one of my favorites world champions. Ever.
Yeah, like
for sure.
This is what's so sad about the whole thing, and this is what I think a lot of people miss at the end of the day. Is that's the reality. It's like for everybody, when everybody talks about that, you're all spamming is like that's the whole thing. Like everybody has immense respect for Kramnik as a chess player. Even I do, obviously. But like he's completely ruined everything with what he's gone and done. That's what's so sad about the whole thing. Is that everybody has immense respect for him. Like even me, like of course I'm a Gary guy, like Gary's my favorite world champion, but I have immense respect. You look at all the games that Kramnik played in so many of these openings, the Berlin, the Petrovs, you look at the way that he destroyed the King's Indian, or the ideas he had in the Grunfeld defense. Like I mean the ideas that he contributed to chess are immense. but he's completely destroyed all of that with what he's doing now.
Is not the favorite. Not after this, not before this, and for sure not after this. Even not top 5, but it's okay. I'm not affected by that. It's just it's an honor actually. I'm not. I don't. It's not. I don't like him. I hate him. Just maybe I don't like him too much. No.
Yeah, can you just tell anybody who's gonna watch this, like, the emotions, the feelings of seeing, you know, an arguable top 5 and I would say definitely top 10 player ever in chess. I mean, essentially go on the internet and say your online results don't match your over-the-board performance, they're too suspicious, post a bunch of different statistics. Yes, he never directly said the sentence, I'm accusing you of cheating, that's always the excuse, but basically do everything except get there. Can you just take me through what that's been like?
For me and for the 200 people he indirectly mentioned in the stats, I think it's, for some people it's okay, they don't care. For other people, maybe like me, will care, care in general. I don't know. It's I don't have any emotion or any direct emotion against him. I just want to play my best chess and prove myself I can play the best chess, the chess I am playing many weeks in online. I can play now with the enormous big pressure I can have for the people, the eyes who are watching this event. I think he has a lot of advantages. He has experience in this kind of events, activities, but I don't care. I didn't put any excuse or other, how to say, claim to this match. No any other. If this is not doing, I will not play. I just sign and play. I will go into play.
Do you have any specific goals in mind? Okay, besides winning. I mean, I'm not trying to put any seeds of doubt, but let's say it's a close match, but ultimately you don't win.
90% in every game.
yes, at least 90%. Yes, in.
If I were Jose, I'd give Vlad a gamer mouse.
The online games, but you know, would you be happy with a close match where he wins? Would you be happy with a close match where you, or is your goal like 100%? Not just put up a good fight, you want to win the match.
I will not happy in every kind of scenario I'm losing. Even in a 36-0 or Armageddon will be for me the same. So for me, I just want to to show myself I can do it. I can do it like always.
How much has your life changed in chess? Let's say this all recent stuff, let's put it aside. How much has your life changed with the online boom of the last few years? Pandemic,
good question.
Gambit and etc. Is it almost like it's two different lifetimes? Your chess career, like let's say before 2020 and now?
Yeah, before 2020, I was traveling a lot to play open tournaments, like a lot. Like from 2019 December to February 2020, when I started the pandemic, I played 9 tournaments at least. So 3 tournaments per turn per month. Oh, it's crazy. After the pandemic, I just start to play online too much. I get addicted, maybe, if it's the word to use. I developed many skills, and I stay at home at least 8 months in a row, so I didn't go outside because the COVID. So I like it, no? And I start to be maybe a gamer, a streamer. My first tournament was 2 years later, after the start of the pandemic, but I was playing online every time. I think in 2021 until 2022, I was a normal GM who can get top 5 one of 30 times in Title Tuesday, but I don't know, somehow I developed my chess. I took 1-2 months to take my chess seriously, and then I do the step. I claim more, and now I am playing for prizes in Title Tuesday very often. That's
keep in mind, those guys are being critical. Like, keep in mind that for Jose, English is not his first language. So if he misphrases certain things, that's just because English isn't his first language. Just in case you guys are like being weird.
Before pandemic, I wasn't a normal GM, maybe in online, but I developed 4 years in a row, many, and played
My computer, am I lagging? Speaking of lag,
games, I study my own openings, and yeah, I can play against everyone actually.
I didn't
It's
drop
curious
any
because,
frames though.
I beat the last 4 games. Magnus in Title Tuesday was crazy with white, but yeah, I know I can lose against anybody, but
Huh? Oh no, I'm getting hit by lag?
I'm happy because I'm still can beat
Wait, new computer next stream? Yeah, exactly, yeah.
the best of the best in chess.
Is there a little bit of a component of, you know, online and physical chess in person is ultimately a bit different? Like if you travel to World Rapid and Blitz Championship in December, it will probably feel a bit different to be face to face, let's say, with Magnus.
Very
Yeah, I
true.
don't know. Like, do you think there's an element there of that? Same with poker.
A lot.
Yeah, you think it
Because just the feeling of the tense of the moment and many GMs around you, you maybe can get loud your confidence. You can decrease your confidence. Also, the calculation in chess in 2D in online chess is really, for me, it's really easy. And in 3D chess, I just maybe if I calculate good, I need more time. I need more time, and if you use more time, you will. You need that time to in other part of the game. So, yeah, I think in 3D, in normal chess, you need to practice a lot. Like online chess, if you practice a lot, you will develop the skills, and for blitz games, you will have better results. I mean, if you play always normal chess, you will be better in normal chess, in 3D chess, like always, for the upcoming tournaments. It's just a matter of experience and practice.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, how many games have you played against Hikaru?
I don't remember, maybe more than 1,000 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, no time in history has anybody been able to do something like that.
This is true,
to play
yeah.
top 2 player in the world, 1,000 games. Like, you probably feel yourself getting better.
This is a good point, yeah.
Not just against him, because you can feel his style, but it probably helps you for other opponents as well, I imagine. Like, what I mean is, if you play 20 games against Hikaru in Title Tuesday setting, you know, playing some other GM like 3,000 is probably much easier. Like, you sort of feel you can win, you know, if you're scoring well against Hikaru and Magnus. So has it helped the confidence?
Hikaru is the top for me. He has skills. He develops skills people will never develop if they don't play online like many years in a row. I think when I play Bullet with Hikaru, he's just impossible. I don't know how to describe the skills he has.
I know,
okay.
but my chance of beating him is also like almost 0. But yes, I know the feeling. Yeah, it's just.
Oh, come on, Levy. Please, Levy, please. No need to interject yourself into that. I mean, come on, be serious. No, I mean, it's not the same thing at all. I mean, I don't need to be rude here, but it's not. Like, what Jose is talking about, it's just not the same thing. Levy losing to me, the feeling that he has is very different than Jose, who's like legitimately like a very, very strong player. It's just not the same thing. But what I would say, generally speaking, is it's funny because if we go back in time, you guys, if you go back maybe like 20 plus years ago, I remember when I was on the Internet Chess Club alongside Gada Kamsky, and we were the top 2 American guys playing, and back in like 2006 or 7, whenever it was, I remember Gada Kamsky literally was telling me, like, don't play against these kids. Like, don't play these kids. You're basically giving them all these free lessons. It's only going to help them, and it's not going to help you at the end of the day. And this is the exact same point of what's going on with a specific topic. Is like back in like 2007, Gada was like, it was like, no, you know, it's like I shouldn't be playing against these kids. You shouldn't be playing against these kids. They're like, you're only giving them experience and you're not getting anything out of it. And that's the exact same point that nowadays, you know, when people wonder about how these kids get so good, like they get to play against the top players in the world. And whether it's me, whether it's Magnus, or even someone like Anish or Maxime Vachier-Lagrave or whomever in Title Tuesday, like that only increases the level. Gatekeeping chess, exactly. But it only increases the level. So that's why when these kids keep getting to play against the top players, of course they're going to improve much quicker than they ever used to in the past. Anyway, let's keep going.
It's not enough to beat Hikaru. The knowledge we have lower or bigger, but Hikaru has a lot of. I like his games. Actually, my style is like Hikaru, but 60%. I used to study his games. And
So I'll tell you guys what Jose is basically saying here, if I read between the lines, is he's basically saying that the knowledge of the tricks is not enough. That like the knowledge of like the openings and the knowledge of like the tricks with beyond that are not enough. And the reason that somebody like a Nihal or a Daniel can beat me in Bullet, obviously I'm getting older, but that's beside the point, is that they have the knowledge of the openings, they have the opening knowledge, they have all the knowledge of the tricks, but then they're also very, very fast on the mouse. And that is probably the third component or skill that I would say that is almost impossible to learn if you don't learn at a very young age. They have all three of those components. It's not just a matter of like knowing the openings, knowing the tricks, like they also know the tricks with the mouse as well. Mental plays a role, but I would say that it's the mouse skills that Nihal, Danya, and Ali Reza, and Andrew Tang, by the way. Andrew Tang actually possesses a very specific mouse skill that nobody else does. Like it's a combination of all those little very nuanced mouse skills that make a huge difference. Prague doesn't have that ability, no.
His style, maybe could be an inspiration in online chess, because for sure he will be, in my perception, the best in blitz and bullet for sure, but in blitz for me the best. His results just speak for itself.
It's true.
Honestly,
it's true. Like, you know, you guys, when we look back like 5-6 years down the road, I'm going to be honest. You know, when we look back, like, you know, like not even 5 years, but like 10 years down the road, like I don't need to take credit for myself, but I'm going to be so happy when I see these kids who are getting to the top, knowing that even if it didn't make any huge impact, the fact that I played against all these kids when they were on the rise definitely helped them in some way with some kind of understanding of chess. Like that's ultimately going to be like the thing that I'm proudest of at the end of the day, is the fact that like even Noterbeck, I think Noterbeck is something like I played him a bunch of times when he was much younger, and like even if that's not like ultimately why they got good, the fact that I helped them in some way, even if it's not possible to quantify it, is definitely going to mean a lot. Like that's going to be the thing that I'm proudest of down the road. And I mean, I'm sure I played all of them. Prague, probably I played Nihal a bazillion times. So yeah, let's keep going.
Well, before I get to kind of like what the future holds for your events, I wanted to ask you, Mexico and the federation transfer. Are you going to be actively involved in like developing some, you know, youth chess in Mexico? I saw chess.com posted some video.
What's with this video? What is it too high quality, or did I mess something up? Let me just go back to 1080, I guess, but whatever.
You're going to represent, I assume, in the Olympiad or something like that. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to play this year because the same week the qualifier tournament was held. I was training for this match with some GM in Cancun, Mexico, where he come to Mexico and we're training 1 week. Yeah, so my schedule on May was impossible to go to that tournament and qualify for the Olympiad. I don't know if I will qualify directly, but maybe. I think no. I will not play this year. I want, but.
Aren't you the number one in the country?
In Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what qualified? I mean, can't they just put you there? It's not how it works.
It's curious, but no, not this time.
Okay.
There's probably some issue, like probably there's some technical issue with like the transfer, and there's some waiting period or something like that, is my guess. Or I mean, or it's possible it's just like there are no financial conditions and he's going to be paying out of his pocket.
It's okay, but and for other things, yeah, we're starting a club in Cancun. Actually, the same person who
they have a qualifying tournament, yeah.
Every year in Mexico.
They have a qualifying tournament. That's why. Okay.
The chess community in Cancun
makes sense
to develop a club, and I will be teaching there. Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
Maybe in some years I will be a full-time coach, and because playing is difficult. Play chess and live just for playing and competing is hard. No? Even if you are one of the best in online chess blitz, it's hard.
Yeah.
There won't be a clash of claims every month.
Yeah.
It's not going to become. I mean, who knows? Maybe there will be, but no, I completely understand. I guess lastly, is there anything you can tell people at home? I don't know, either in English or in Spanish.
Why is it buffering? What's going on?
That we maybe don't already know.
Very annoying.
What we can expect from this match, and also just for the future for you, classical, blitz and rapid, online, offline. Anything you can tell people at home and me. I'm also a fan of the sport, so I'd be curious to know.
The match of this match?
No, of anything. Yeah, sure. This match, your prediction for the match, and just what we can expect from you, just everything you're doing in the rest of the year and 2025 and beyond.
I will play some, at least 3 more classical tournaments in this year for sure. Many of them in Mexico, most of them in Mexico. I want to play the World Blitz, but it's expensive, and the places which FIDE selects are difficult to go there. Even if you go, you need to go 2 days before because the schedule just kills you. It's Blitz. Blitz, you.
Yeah, I mean, basically what I would say, people, I love the fact that actually people complain about this and they talk about how like you just go play the World Rapid, just go play these events. Like if your rating is not 2,700 plus, you, I believe, get no conditions covered by FIDE. So what that means is that effectively you're probably, since it's Christmas time, spending at least $3,000 in economy, not even business class, but $3,000 in economy just to travel to the far reaches of the world, probably close to another $2,000 between hotel and food and everything else. So you're already out like $5,000, I believe. He's 2,700 in Blitz. Is it 2,700 or 2,750? 1 second. It might be 2,750. It might be 2,750. I'm not sure. Let me check. FIDE World Rapid and Blitz. 1 second. I think my food's here actually. 1 second. I refresh this. Second. Sorry about that, you guys. Where are my orders? Notifications. Orders. 1 second, you guys, just making sure. Yeah, so what I was saying was that you're talking about $5,000 basically in expenses, and that's before you make any money. So like it's very, very brutal. It's absolutely brutal price wise. World Rapid and Blitz conditions 2023. Let me pull this up. Regulations for the FIDE Open and World Blitz. Let's pull this up. What is this? The PDF. Okay, way too small. Control plus. Let's make this bigger. Close. All right, participation. Let's see, what is it? Is it 27 or 2750? Let me see what the conditions are. Okay, don't care. Prizes, don't care. Okay, accommodation. Oh, I'm wrong, you guys. It's 2750 to players rated at least 2750 in any of the 12 most recent FIDE rating lists. So 2700 is not good enough, you guys. So you have to be 2750 to get the 6 nights free. So basically Jose would not get the 6 nights free. You'd have to pay for 6 nights. 6 nights for this, and it's probably you need like 2 or 3 extra days. You're talking like 8 or 9 nights of hotel. You're talking about a flight from like Mexico or somewhere to like Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan. So you're basically going to be out $5,000. And at the end of the day, you can obviously do well in the tournament, but all the money is up top. So for example, if you don't finish in the top 10, you're not making money basically. And they're going to be a bunch of bunch of prizes that are split below that. So like it looks really impressive on paper, but in reality, like when you think about it in perspective, like the top couple places are probably going to be people like Magnus or myself or Dubov or Nepo or whomever. There are only 11 players for 2750. Well, I mean, that speaks for itself. Yeah. I mean, but that's the point. So like when you look at this, like, and people are like, oh, just go and play, like, why on earth would you ever spend $5,000 to go and play when you're probably going to lose that money? Like, that's a ton of money. Like, that's a ton of money that you're going to lose at the end of the day. So it's so much money that you're going to lose that it just doesn't make any sense. That's what I would say. So anyway, all right. Where's my stuff? I think my food might have come, so I'm gonna be back in 1 second. Let me get my food if it can. Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. Apologies. Let's keep going. Okay, so where were we?
You need the momentum. I would like. I'm not saying I never play and I will not play over the board blitz again. I played for sure. I am 2700 for some reason, because I played some tournaments before pandemic and after pandemic. But yeah, I want to play more blitz chess. I hope active, rapid, and blitz time controls will will be more and more in every tournament because, in my perception, just in my perception, it's the way to chess.
Yeah. Okay. So one second, you guys. You're saying can't you just write off your travel expenses? It's nice and easy to say that, you guys. But that requires you making a lot of money to begin with. And for someone like Jose, the level that he's at, unfortunately, that's not reality. I'm going to be honest. That's not the reality for people who are around 2,600. So 5K, I mean, he's going to be lucky to make that much money in most tournaments, which I think is a large part of why he chose to play this match ultimately, because he did get paid quite well for it when he won. But like 5K is a ton of money for a player of that level. It's a huge amount of money.
I respect classical chess for sure. Before pandemic, I was just doing classical chess. But I think if we want chess to become bigger and bigger, we need to innovate. Maybe blitz and rapid time controls is the one way to innovate and become this game the biggest we want.
Amazing. One last thing. What's the final score of the match?
Let's see.
You can also not answer if you want, but it could be fun.
I would like to win in the Armageddon.
Oh yeah?
It's my
1818 and Armageddon?
18 Armageddon.
For the fans?
Yeah, in Armageddon.
Yes.
By flying.
by flag, yeah.
Okay, you heard it here first. Jose, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck in the match.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's overall pretty good. I mean, for Jose, I obviously English is not his first language. You have to keep that in mind. So when stuff is a little bit off, like that's why. But anyway, let's move on. What's the next thing?